Hello, dear students and test takers. Welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. I am Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In today's video, I am going to talk to you about the question tag. I am sure that this grammatical aspect will be of great help and use to you for all your competitive examinations. And I therefore request all of you to watch this video till the end without skipping it in the middle. Okay, and I also request you to consider subscribing to my channel and sharing this video with your near and dear ones. Thank you so much. Now let's get into the video. Right, question tags or tail questions. Question tags, all of you know pretty well about these, and tail questions are also, they are called by this name also, tail questions, right? And what is meant by this question tag or tail question? See, this is a question, a small question. What is that? A small question, QTN question, asked at the end of the, okay, at the end of a statement, okay. It is asked at the end of a statement, at the end of a proposal, okay. It's the end of a request, at the end of what is that, an order, at the end of a command, okay. So it is asked, the small question is asked at the end of a statement, proposal, request, order, command. Why is it asked? Only in order to confirm its truth, and that is the reason this is called a question tag, okay. So here I have given that meaning also here, a small question asked at the end of a statement, request, proposal, command, order, etc. So why? To confirm its truth, right? And now I'll give you some examples to make you understand this concept. He is my brother, isn't he? In Telugu, you can say, he is my brother. Atadu na yokka brother. Isn't he? Atadu kada. Ante atadu na yokka brother kada. That is the full meaning of that. But you say, he is my brother. Isn't he? Atadu kada. That means you must say, yes, avunata nee brother nayya anu chappadam kosam. So this is how the questions are asked. So he is my brother, comma, and isn't he? It's a positive statement, right? And here you see, she was my teacher, wasn't she? Ame na class teacher ayi undenu, wasn't she? Ala lekundena. That is the Telugu meaning of this. Wasn't she? Ame ala lekundena. And one more example, you are joking. You joke chestunavu, aren't you? You cheyadam leda. So these are all positive statements. And now with the negative statements also, you can use a question tag. You don't love her. నీవు ఆమెను ప్రేమించడం లేదు. Do you? నీవు ఆమెను ప్రేమిస్తున్నావా? That much meaning it conveys in the small question. Do you love her? That is the meaning. But simply, no, you don't love her. Do you? నువ్వు ఆమెను ప్రేమించడం లేదు. ప్రేమిస్తున్నావా? Something like that. And here you pay attention, one more sentence. They have not done their homework. వారు తమ homework ను చేసి ఉండలేదు. Have they? చేశారా? చేసి ఉన్నారా? That is the meaning. And one more thing is there. He cannot solve the problem. Can he? అతడు problem solve చేయలేడు. Can he? చేయగలడా? Something like that. For positive statements, what is that? Negative question tag is being used. For negative statements, positive question tags are being used. This you can find here. It's a small concept. Now, what do you understand from this slide? You understand that a question tag is nothing but a small question asked at the end of a statement or request, command, order or proposal, only to confirm its truth. ఆ స్టేట్మెంట్ యొక్క ట్రూత్ను, దాని యొక్క విషయాన్ని నిర్ధారించుకోవడం కోసం, కన్ఫర్మ్ చేసుకోవడం కోసం ఇలా క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతూ ఉంటారు. దట్ స్మాల్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ద క్వశ్చన్ ట్యాగ్, ఆర్ ఇన్ అదర్ వర్డ్స్ యూ కెన్ సే a tail question. Okay, it's right. Now let us see the rules for framing these question tags. Now, framing question tags. How to frame the question tags? Let us learn the rules. Okay, as here positive statements will have negative question tags. Okay, positive statements will have negative question tags. That means positive statements will take negative question tags, and negative statements will take positive question tags, vice versa. So it's there. Some example. What is the rule then? You have to take from this positive statement, first of all you have to take the helping verb, and then you have to use not, and these two things should be contracted. Okay, Contracted. Contracted means combined. And then the pronoun of the sentence. Of course, in the sentence, if the name of a person is given, the relevant pronoun of that person should be used here. If at all the same pronoun is given, take it for granted, then the same pronoun you have to use here. This is what you should understand. And here one example I am giving for you. What is that? He is my brother. The same. He is my brother, isn't he? What did he do? You have taken is, and then you have added not, and these two things are contracted. How? Isn't. Don't say is not. Okay, he. Then this subject is he, she, whatever the pronoun here used, that the same pronoun must be used here. If at all there is a name, Mohan is my brother, take for granted. What is the pronoun used for Mohan? He. You have to. For example, Sheila is there. Sheila means she, whatever it is. So if there is the male person, you have to use he. If there is female person, you have to use she. If something is there, it, something like that. Okay, please try to understand this small aspect. Okay, and is plus not. You have taken is from that. You have added not, and when these two things are brought together, you must contract them. You have to say isn't, then you have to use the pronoun. Then that's why isn't he. He is my brother, Atanayaka brother, isn't he? Atadu kada, Atanayaka brother kada. That is the full meaning of this. This is the rule for framing a negative question tags for positive statements, right? And now you go to the next one. What is that? Negative statements are there. For negative statements, positive question tags will be framed. How they are framed? And you simply you take the helping verb and then pronoun. Okay, one example for that I will give you here. He is not my brother. Of course, this is a negative statement. No and not make a negative statement. Okay, here not is used, so it's a negative statement. And then how to make this question tag for this means you take the helping verb and then what is that? Pronoun. That's all. Is he? Very simple. He is not my brother. Is he? Atanayaka brother kadu. Ahuna. Atanayaka brother kada. Atanayaka brother kadu. Ahuna. For a negative statement, positive question tag. For a positive statement, negative question tag. And the rules are also here. You have understood. Now let us take some examples to understand this aspect. Okay. Some contracted forms I have given you. Okay. What are the contracted forms? Here you see am plus not. Actually it becomes ain't, but we use aren't. Okay, and then comes is plus not isn't. Okay, are plus not aren't, then was plus not wasn't, were plus not weren't. Okay, do plus not don't. Okay, and then comes does plus not doesn't, did plus not didn't. Don't say didn't but didn't. See, please see that. Next, have plus not haven't. Okay, and has plus not hasn't. Okay, and one more thing, had plus not hadn't, and some other things are also there. Let us see them. Shall plus not shan't. Shall plus not shan't. Then will plus not won't. Okay, should plus not shouldn't. Then would plus not wouldn't, and can plus not can't. Okay, could plus not couldn't, and then may plus not mayn't. Okay, might plus not mightn't. Then must plus not mustn't. You have to say mustn't not mustn't. Okay, and then comes ought plus not oughtn't, need plus not needn't, dare plus not daren't. So these are all the contracted forms. Okay, these things only you have to use in the question tags. You should not use them separately like this. You should use them in the contracted forms. Okay, right, let's go to the next slide. And here positive statements are there. Now I'll give you various sentences, various positive statements, and let us see the question tags used for them. Okay, and here positive statements will take negative question tags. Already I have told you this point. And here question tag formula have plus not pronoun, and these two things should be contracted, right? And she's my teacher, isn't she? Is plus not plus she. Is plus not. Okay, isn't. Okay, and she, that's all. Okay, very simple, and nobody can feel very difficult in understanding this aspect. Okay, he was my colleague, wasn't he? Was plus not wasn't he, that's all. And next, they are cricketers, aren't they? Are plus not aren't, and So these are all positive statements, and different question tags are used for them according to the helping verb used in that. And here Mohan smokes heavily, doesn't he? So this is, from here onwards I'm mentioning the tenses, okay? And here, the sentence is in the simple present, and in the simple present and the main verb is the base form verb, helping verbs are nil. These are the two features of simple present. And here Mohan smokes, this is simple present. In the simple present there will be no helping verbs, so we borrow do and does as helping verbs from outside, and we use does for he, she, and it for these three persons. That means, those three things. That means a third person singular. He, she, it. They are called third person singular pronouns. For these pronouns, we have to use does. For all other persons, do is used. For I, we, you, and they. For these persons, we use do. Please keep this point. If you know the tenses, you don't feel any difficulty in understanding that. And here Mohan. Mohan means third person singular. Mohan comes under he. He smokes means what? This is simple present, and for this we should use doesn't. Simple present, third person singular, doesn't. And Mohan, he. So doesn't he? Very simple. And one more example I'll give you. You drink 10 cups of tea every day. You drink drink, simple present again. Drink. This is simple. For you, what do you use? You. Do plus not don't, then you. Don't you? And one more on simple present. They watch Telugu serials on TV. They watch, it is again simple present. We use, what is the subject here? They. For they, what do we use? Do. So don't. For third person, doesn't. For other person, don't they? Very simple. Okay. And here one special thing is mentioned. What is the special thing? I am late. I am late. For whenever there is am in the sentence, you have to use aren't. This is a very special thing. And in the examination, you may be given a question on this particular aspect. Okay. And here, I am late. Aren't I? Here are is not there, remember, but am is there. But you cannot say amn't I or ain't I, something you cannot say. You have to say aren't I. And one more, I am a lecturer, aren't I. So whatever it is, okay, whenever you are given a sentence with I am, then you have to say aren't I. That is the point. Please keep these things in your mind. And now let's go to the next important rule. And in this slide, you are going to learn about various sentences. They went. This is simple past. See, in the simple past, we use did. And in the question tag, didn't. Okay, didn't is used. Remember, they went, simple past. Didn't they? Okay. And she finished, didn't she? Very simple. Whenever you find this sentence is in the simple past, you must remember didn't. Whenever you find the sentence in the simple present, doesn't or don't. Okay. And the pronoun you have to use, right? And here Raju is going to Delhi, and isn't he? For Raju you are using he, right? And they are growing cottons this year, aren't they? Okay. On present continuous, past continuous. The traffic was getting worse, wasn't it? For topic, what pronoun do you use? It only. That's why wasn't it? The players were practicing cricket, weren't they? Okay. Right. And now present continuous is over. Simple past, present continuous, past continuous are over, and present perfect. Our neighbors have accepted our invitation, haven't they? Have plus not plus they. Our neighbors means it comes under the pronoun they. That's why they is used. And next, she has broken the mirror, hasn't she? And one past perfect sentence is also given here. You had failed in all subjects, hadn't you? And now let's go to the next one. It has been raining since morning. Okay, this is given in the present perfect continuous tense. Has, and whatever the sentence may be, you take the helping verb and add it, not to that. Then that becomes hasn't. Has is there, hasn't. Then it, hasn't it. Okay, easily you can do that. There's no problem. We had been past perfect continuous. We had been playing cricket when it started raining. Hadn't we? Correct. And then comes you will appear for the test, won't you? You will. This is simple future. Will plus not won't. Won't you? And with shall also I am giving, because various sentences I am giving so that you can have some idea about them. So here we shall refund the fee without any queries. Shan't we? Shall plus not shan't. Will plus not won't. We or whatever the subject. Okay. I can with modal auxiliaries also. I can win the first prize in singing competition. Can't I? Can plus not can't. Can't I? She would prepare the meals for us. Wouldn't she? Correct. And here, what is that? We should pay the taxes in time. Shouldn't we? They must agree to our terms. Mustn't they? Here only you have to understand. That is their correct. And he could read without eyeglasses. Couldn't he? She might cancel the program. Mightn't she? Now we go to the negative statements. For negative statements, we use a positive question tag that you know very well. I have already told you about that. And here, what is that? Very quickly we are learning the thing. Negative statements are there. They will take positive question tags. Okay. And the question tag formula is helping verb plus pronoun. You have to take from the negative statement, take the helping verb and add pronoun. That's enough. That's enough. Two things only. And question mark is important. Whether it is a positive question tag or a negative question tag, you must use the question mark at the end of that. Okay. And here, I am not angry. So not is there. Negative statement. Am I? For simply, if it is only I am sentence, then aren't I we have to use. Since it is a negative statement, then am I? Am I? He is not my son. Is he? Okay. She was not our teacher. Was she? Reverse. That's all. And here you see, they were not smugglers. Were they? Mohan or he. Whether you say Mohan or he. Mohan is or he is. What is that? He is not sleeping. Is he? And then comes, I am not going to cinema. Chennai. So am I? Sheila or she has not passed the test. Has she? He will not get selected. Will he? They cannot defeat them. Can they? So this is that. Okay, some more examples. Let us learn. So please watch this video again and again so that you can have a very good idea about all these things. Right. A few more sentences are given here. He doesn't work hard. See, helping verb is does he? Okay. She doesn't attend the meeting. Does she? Right. And they don't have the poor. They don't have the, okay, they don't help the poor, I think, they don't help the poor, okay, please, a typographical error. They do not help the poor. Do they? And you did not attend the meeting. Did you? She did not wash the plates. Did she? Simple past. None of the ladies carried. None of is a negative word. The ladies means they, many, okay. None of, did they? Okay, it's in the simple past. Okay, you need not be in a hurry. Need you? He ought not to betray his friend. Ought he? And from here onwards, the video is going to be very, very important. And that is the first part. This is the second part. The first part is very simple, very easy, easily understandable. Okay, very, very easy. Okay, and now from this slide onwards, we are going to learn about the rules for framing positive question tag and negative question tag, whatever it is. For using the question tags, we are going to learn the rules. And here you see some important notes are there. What is the first note? First, semi-negative words like few, little, hardly, scarcely, rarely, seldom. See, these are all negative words. So all these words convey a negative shade of meaning, and here they are treated as absolute negatives, and as such they take a positive. Since they are negative words, they take sentences beginning with them will have positive question tags after them. That is the point, right? And how you see that? Very, very important from the examination point of view. All these rules are very, very important. Few people means practically none. Few people attended the meeting. So this is a negative word. Therefore, what is the tense of the sentence? Simple past. In the simple past, we use did. And since it is a negative word, we say in the negative, no, we don't use not. That's why now, did they? The simple past, we use the helping verb did. Did they? That's enough. And then comes, we could scarcely understand what he said. Scarcely is a negative word. So the word say, could we? Okay, negative statement. And they seldom meet me. Yes, this is in the simple present. Okay, what do you use in the simple present? Do or does. So they is here, we use they. Do they? little progress was made. So here little is a negative word used in the sentence, and was progress means the pronoun used for this is it. So was it? Okay, like this. And then comes he rarely comes here. So rarely is a negative word, right? And here what is the tense of the sentence? Simple present. So the subject is he, therefore we use does. Does he? Okay, and few people are interested in this scheme. Okay, few is also a negative word. So are they people? For people they we use are they. So please you watch this slide again and again so that you can have some grip over this, right? And the second one, but a few and a little, a few and a little are positive words, and as such they take a negative tag. See, remember, only few, only little are negative words. A few, a little are positive words. And therefore, we use, since they are positive, we use a negative question tag, right? And here, a few people attended the meeting. A few people attend the meeting. Okay, and here the sentence is in the simple present. So we use the helping verb do. So we say, don't they? A few people comes under they, don't they? Okay, don't they? And here a few countries have abstained from voting. Have abstained, present perfect. So haven't they? So have plus not, haven't. So in the question, negative question tag, you must add immediately not to that. Here don't, immediately you have to say don't. Okay, haven't they? A few students boycotted the classes. This is in the simple past. So we use did for that. Didn't they? And here a little progress has been made. Okay, hasn't it, hasn't it, has it plus not, and it, little progress means it comes under it. Okay, and then a little support was extended to Ukraine. So was is there, and this comes under it. Wasn't it? A little progress has been made. Again, this is repeated. Okay, let us leave it. And now we go to the next slide. We go to the third rule. This is an important rule. Please learn it thoroughly well. The subjects of the statements. What are the subjects? None, anyone, someone, everyone, everybody, anybody, nobody. And these subjects are treated as plural for the purpose of the tag. Actually, they are singular in number, but these are all singular pronouns. They are treated as plural for the purpose of the tag and are referred to by the pronoun they. Okay, so now let us see the examples. Okay, everyone appreciated the magician, didn't they? Here you pay attention, this sentence is beginning with everyone and we take it for they. Okay, that is there, and this sentence is in the simple past and we take did. Okay, everyone appreciated the magician, that means then we say didn't they. These are all taken for they, remember, didn't they, right? And then comes anyone can come. Yes, can is there, can't they? Yes, because and next everybody will apply for TET, won't they? There is will in this sentence, and will is turned into won't, and everybody is turned into they, won't they? And here someone has stolen her purse. Okay, here someone, and here someone is singular, and therefore it takes the helping verb has. Someone has is correct, but for this you can question tag, we are using they for someone, and when with they, has is not used, only have is used, and therefore haven't they. That is the point. Are you following me? And next, see, please watch, observe this carefully, right? And nobody paid the fees. Okay, this nobody is a negative word, and the sentence is in the simple past. So what do we do? When the sentence is negative, what happens? We use a positive question tag, and that's why the sentence is in the simple past, and we use did, and instead of nobody, we use they. So did they? That's the correct one. And here none is also, none has followed is advice. None is also a negative word. Okay, and therefore none takes this has, but instead of none we are going to use they, and that's why they, what does this they take? This day takes, not has but have, and that's why have they. Please observe these sentences very scrupulously, very carefully, please. And next, seventh one is there. Everybody cannot be pleased. This sentence is a negative sentence. Okay, can and then they. Can they? That is there. And last example here is no one will come. This is again a negative statement. Okay, and here will they. This is how we now frame the question tags for these subjects. Okay, this is going to be very, very important from the competitive examination point of view. Okay, now let's go to the next important rule. Fourth rule is there: when the subject of the statement okay is all of us, some of us, none of us, one of us, most of us. Keep these things in your mind, please. And the subject of the question tag would be we. And for all of them, we use the pronoun we, because they are all saying us, all of us, some of us, none of us, one of us, most of us. And that's why we take we as the subject of the question tag. Okay, right. And here all of us will go. All of us. For this we are taking we. And for we cannot say will plus not won't we cannot say. That's why for we, since there is we take shall and shall not. We shan't we have to say. Please keep that point in your mind. And similarly, none of us has done it. So here none of us is used for instead of none of us we use we. So for we, we don't use a has. Has we cannot say, because has we is not followed by has. It is followed only by have. That's why have we have to follow. Please keep these points in your mind. And one of us has, this is singular, we take has broken the chair. But when we are considering this one of us for we, and that's why have we. Most of us are, okay, most of plural are going to, aren't we, aren't we, okay. Fifth one, none of followed by a plural noun is also treated as a plural word, and as such it takes they in the question tag. None of, what is that? Is a plural noun, is treated as a plural word, okay, and as such it takes they, okay. That means after none of always there will be a plural noun, okay, and this none of is treated as a plural word, and therefore it takes they in the question tag. And none of takes a positive, because none of is a negative word, and therefore it takes a positive question tag, okay. And here's none of the NATO countries. After none of, only plural noun will be there, NATO countries, okay. None of is taken as taken for they, okay. None of NATO countries have participated. Have they? Since it's a negative statement, we have to use helping verb and they pronoun. That's all. Helping verb, pronoun. What helping verb should we use? Have. And instead of this, plural none of, we have to use they. So have they? None of the candidates are selected for the interview. None of, we have to take they. Candidates are they? Because none of makes a negative statement, okay. But we use they instead of that, and we take the helping verb as it is, right. And one more example is there. None of the players, okay, none of the players came to the ground, okay. Here this is in the simple past, we use did. So did they? Okay, now let's go to the next one. None of the girls will go to college. None of the girls will they, did they, are they, have they, okay. Now let's go to the next one. Sixth one, when the subject of the statement is all of you, some of you, none of you, one of you, most of you, the subject of the question tag would be you, because they are all of you, some of you, none of you, one of you, most of you. Since in all of them you is there, we take this you in the question tag as the subject, okay. And here you see, all of you can do it, okay. Can't you, okay. For all of you we take only you. Can becomes can't you, because it's a positive statement, right. And here the second one is none of you can do it. So none of makes a negative statement, so the question tag must be positive. So can you, okay, right. And third one is some of you are learning Hindi. Aren't you, because it's a positive statement. Aren't you, or plus not aren't you, some of you should be turned into you. Instead of all these things you are using you, that's why aren't you. And here most of you have failed in English, okay. Haven't you, have plus you, haven't you. One of you has broken the chair, okay. One of you, see, you are using a has for one of, okay. This is okay, but for the question, this, you are going to use you. Instead of one of you are going to use you, and you cannot take has as a helping verb. Therefore you say haven't you. One of you has broken the chair, haven't you? And then none of you are selected. None of is again a negative statement, and here the question tag must be the positive one. So are you? And all of you should attend the meeting. Shouldn't you? Because it's a positive statement. Okay, shouldn't you? So this is how you have to give the question tags to these sentences. Very, very important from the examination point of view. Now let us go to the next rule. Seventh one, when the subject of the statement is, what is that? All of them, some of them, none of them, one of them, most of them. Them is there. When them is there, the subject of the question tag would be they. We use they as the subject in all the sentences beginning with these, all of them, some of them, none of them, one of them, most of them, like that. And here I'll give some examples. All of them are. Okay, are. So this is the positive statement. So you say aren't. Are becomes aren't, and we take it for they. Therefore they aren't they. Very simple. And next comes none of them were absent. None of always makes a negative statement, and therefore were they, were plus they. Present positive statement. Therefore aren't they, were they. Okay. And most of them are illiterate. Aren't they? Are plus not they. Okay, and here one of them has been selected. One of them has. Okay, has. But you are going to use they for this one of them, and for they doesn't take what is that has after it. Okay, and they is not followed by this has. It follows only have. That's why haven't they. Please, important. All of them failed in English. This is in the simple past tense. Didn't they? Most of them will follow his advice. Won't they? Will plus not won't they? Okay. None of them have scored 60% marks. Okay. This is a negative statement. Okay. None of them. And have is also there. So here, have they? This is a negative statement, and by mistake I have written here. I'm very sorry. Have they? By mistake it is written. Please, I'm very sorry. Have they? It's a typographical mistake. Okay. Right. Now let's go to the next rule. Eighth one, when the subject of the statement is nothing, something, everything, anything, the subject of the question tag is it. The subject of the question tag will be it. Okay, it is there. And here, what is that? Everything was lost. Wasn't it? And it's a positive statement. So, wasn't it? For everything, you use it. Okay. And next, nothing is lost. Okay, negative statement. Yes, nothing is lost. Is it? Negative statement, positive question tag. Okay, nothing is lost. Something is suspicious in this matter, isn't it? Again, for all of them we are using it. Okay, that's there. And one more thing is there. Anything can happen to her, can't it? Can plus not, can't it? Everything has been devastated in Ukraine. Okay, hasn't it? Okay, it's like that. Nothing will ever happen by chance, will they? Because this is a negative statement. Nothing makes a negative statement. So we are using positive question tag. Okay, something should be done. Okay, something should be done. So should is there. Shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? Okay, it's there. Okay, let's go to the next important rule. And ninth rule is there. It's a very, very important one. The subject of the statement is I am, and the statement is affirmative. The subject of the question tag is aren't I. Okay, and if the statement is negative, we use am I. That's all. So directly we are saying if the sentence beginning with I, I statement is positive, then the negative question tag will be there. If the I statement is negative, the question tag will be positive. But what is the negative question tag? Aren't I? What is the positive question tag? Am I? Please, these two things you have to keep in your mind. And here, I am a senior student. So it's a positive statement. Then you don't say amn't I or ain't I. So you cannot say. You have to say aren't I. I am a retired lecturer. Aren't I? Okay. And here I am a major. Aren't I? Okay. And here say I am not a doctor. Am I? I am not a junior. Am I? It's like that. So here for a positive statement, we are using the negative question tag, and that negative question tag is an interesting one. What is that? Aren't I? negative question for negative statement, positive question tag, okay, there is no problem. But only with the positive statement with am, negative question tag should be or int I always, right? 10th one, when the statement has this pattern, there plus be form plus subject, the question tag will be verb plus there. Please, in important aspect, okay, there plus be form. Be form means am, is, are, was, and were. These are the be forms. Okay, there plus be form plus subject. This is the real subject, but we begin the sentence with there. It's a pattern. Okay, okay. And when that is the case, the question tag will be verb plus there. That's all, and question mark. Not verb plus pronoun plus there. This should not be there. Only this should be correct. Okay. Please, this is an important rule. Please, there is no good college in our place. Okay. Is there? No, we are using no means negative statement. So is it, is there, is there, we have to, is there. There's no good college in our place. Is there? Akadunda. And not is it there? No, it should not be used, right? And here, there is a good college in our place. It's a negative statement, it's a positive statement. Isn't there? You cannot say, isn't it there? No. Isn't there? Please watch these two things, very important, star marked ones. There is a positive statement, isn't there, is there, isn't there. Please keep this. And similarly, other two sentences. There was a big hospital here in our locality. Okay, wasn't there? There was no railway station here long ago. Was there? Negative statement. So was there, wasn't there, isn't there, is there. Okay, now let's go to the next rule. 11th one, when the statement has needed, needs, there, there's, okay, question tag will be don't, doesn't, and with used to, we use didn't. Okay, with the need, needs, there, there's, we use don't or doesn't. Okay, and when there is a sentence with used to, we should use didn't. Okay, it's a very important rule. Please keep this in your mind. Okay, I need a book. Simple present, don't I? Okay, don't I? Or need, needn't I? Something like, no, I need a book, don't I? Okay, he needs a book, doesn't he? So this is simple present, so we are using do. Simple present does, because the subject is he. Doesn't he? Don't I? Something like that. And in the same way, dares. She dares to oppose him. So dares, she does. Doesn't she? They dare to catch a tiger. Dare, present. Don't they? He used to live here. Used, always you should say didn't. Didn't he? We used to play football. Didn't we? Didn't. So when there is used to in the sentence, you must say didn't, then pronoun. Didn't he? Didn't we? Didn't I? Didn't you? Didn't they? Please keep this point in your mind. 12th one, for the positive request and commands, positive request. Remember, for positive request and commands, we use will you or won't you in the question tag. And for a bit serious orders, you say can't you or won't you. Please keep this point in your mind. It is also an important, very important one. It's there. How? Let us see that. Ring the bell. You are softly saying, ring the bell. Will you or won't you? Anything is acceptable. So, statement. No, it's a request. Get me a glass of water. It's a request. Will you? Get me a glass of water. Won't you? Anything you can use. Pass me that salt. Will you or won't you? Have another piece of bread. Will you or won't you? So, these are the positive requests or commands, whatever it is. Okay. And here, serious orders are shut up. Can't you? Shut up. Can't you? Won't you? Keep quiet for some time. Keep quiet for some time. Can't you or won't you? Stand erect. Sometimes you say something in a serious tone. Stand erect. Can't you? Then that is can't you? Won't you? So these are the serious, a bit serious orders. They are a bit positive requests and commands. Now let's go to the next rule. For the negative requests and commands, negative, very important. What should we use? We use only will you in the question tag. Will you, only will you in the question tag. 13th rule is there here. And don't ring the bell. Will you? Bellu mroginchaku. Will you? Mrogistava? Don't waste your time. Time వృధా చెయ్యకు. Will you? చేస్తావా? Don't disturb me. Will you? Don't forget to write a letter. Will you? Don't smoke here. Will you? So these are all negative requests. You are making a request but it's negative. Don't smoke here. ఇక్కడ సిగరెట్ దాకా ఇక్కడ సిగరెట్ దాగాకు. Will you? తాగుతావా? So something like that. And sixth one, don't play with fire. Will you? అగ్గితో ఆడతావా? Something like that. Okay, now let's go to the next rule. And 14th one, for the request beginning with please, we use won't you in the question tag. For the request beginning with please, remember these things. And we use won't. How? Please come in, won't you? దయచేసి లోనికి రండి, రారా? ప్లీజ్ ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ, దయచేసి నన్ను క్షమించండి, won't you? క్షమించవా? ప్లీజ్ హెల్ప్ మీ, won't you? దయచేసి నాకు సహాయం చేయండి, చేయవా? ప్లీజ్ ట్రైప్ దీస్ లెటర్స్, won't you? Okay. For all these please sentences, we have to use only won't. Okay. Please drive slowly, won't you? 15th one, if the statement begins with a letter, okay, it may have two meanings. With them, two different types of question tags are added. Okay. What is the first one? If the statement suggests a proposal or suggestion, we have to use the question tag will have shall we. If there is a proposal or suggestion, shall we. How? When that is the case, the sentence begins with let's or letters. Okay, here you pay attention. Let's now go for dinner. It's a proposal. Let's now go for a proposal. There is a proposal in this. Let's now go for a dinner means there is a proposal in this or there is a suggestion also in that. So then you have to use shall we. Let's have a game of chess. Shall we? Let us have a cup of tea. Okay, cup tea tagdam. Shall we? Tagdama. Let us begin our class lessons. మన యొక్క క్లాస్లో మొదలెడదాం. Shall we? మొదలెడదామా? Something like that. So these are all let's short form, letters in detail. Whatever it is, when the sentences begin with letters, then they convey either a proposal or a suggestion. And then we have to use in the question tag only shall we. And this A and B part, let us see that. B is there. If the statement suggests permission, the question tag will be will you. Okay, if the statement beginning with the letter makes suggests permission, then the question tag will be will you. Okay, so it's a let sentence again. Let them read here. It's a permission. So you are permitting them to read there. Okay, then you say will you. Let her take the box. You are giving permission to her to take the book. So let her take the book. Will you. Let him play outside. Will you. See. Let me go home. నన్ను ఇంటికి వెళ్ళనియు. Will you? వెళ్ళనిస్తావా? Let them watch the TV. వాళ్ళని టీవీ చూడనివ్వు. What are you doing there? You are giving them permission to watch the TV. So then what will be there? Will you? It's like that. Okay, dear test takers, this is an exercise for you. Please do it in your leisure time. Okay, and please follow the rules scrupulously explained in the video, and after that you solve this exercise. Many sentences are given. You please do all of them. Okay, right. Dear test takers, thank you very much for watching this video, and if at all you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and also sharing this video with your near and dear ones. And with another beautiful video, I'll be back to you. Until then, bye.